Over 2 decades ago, I became a refugee in Uganda, and reaching the settlement, what was there is totally different from what is happening now. By the time we reached in the settlement over 20 years back, the place was much forested. Access to firewood was the only source of energy, and it was not a problem. But as years went on, the population kept on increasing, and it made it sure that also the firewood became scarce. Currently in the settlement, the energy poverty is still a major challenge. It is increasing.
Energy is very critical for the refugee settlements. All the interventions of livelihood, nutrition, protection, and others, they are all pivoted around energy, access to energy. And in most refugee settlements, you'll find that most of the nearby forests are no more, because these are the sources of fuel wood. And women and young girls are the ones that are involved into looking for this cooking energy. They move far distances into the forests to go and collect firewood for cooking. And along the way, they face a number of challenges. They are abused. And most of these refugee settlements, you'll find that they are experiencing actually climate-related disasters, because most of their environments have been degraded in search for energy.
This is why we need to make sure to work on climate. We also need to make sure that in fast growing economies like Uganda, we try to add on the macro level sustainable energy and alternative sources of energy in the energy mix, so that we don't keep contributing to climate change.
In 2023, we were able to establish an energy center within the settlement, where we use the locally available resources to provide clean cooking. We collect waste from the communities, and we convert it into briquettes, as well as we fabricate eco stoves that are used to light the briquettes, and we offer them to refugees and host communities for cooking.
There are private sector agencies that are producing briquettes for cooking as an alternative source of energy, which is very good. In fact, if we are to limit the degradation of forests, we need to venture into alternative sources of energy. But how do we do this? The alternative sources of energy, they need to be well studied, and well assessed to see which one is suitable for which environment, and come up with measures of producing high efficient energy technologies as alternatives.
When it comes to climate, one of the most important interventions that we can put in place is afforestation, agroforestry. We are using an approach which is called the regenerative design that includes all of these aspects. The interesting thing of a resilience design is that we can hit two birds with one stone. We can really improve the food production levels of the farmer groups we work with, but we can also restore the environment, make it productive, and also give ecosystem services, while also stabilizing the land, because a soil and a watershed which is healthy will be less prone to droughts, will be less prone to flash floods.
What we are calling upon that going forward, let all the humanitarian organizations tackling the effect of climate change and energy poverty in refugee settlement come to us. Let us design together the solutions that can tackle the challenges we are facing. Because when we are doing this, you can easily come up with a solution that can easily be taken up by the people who are being affected.
the knowledge, the indigenous knowledge that the communities have, being them refugees or Ugandans, really needs to be taken into account, respected, and also put into practice, together with the new perspective that we bring, in order to make sure that, first of all, our intervention is acceptable to everybody, but also to make sure that it's sustainable on the long time. And we also need to make sure that climate management, environmental restoration projects have a component that really improve the lives of the people.